What's up, buddy? Go back in? Not digging outside? You're a good boy. Yeah. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is October 1st, 2018. So, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it too well, we have fog, like major fog. We were driving, had to take the puppies in to get them fixed today. And we just picked them up, dropped them off this morning. Very foggy, very wet, rainy type of day here at the homestead. Okay, so somebody said there was a smudge, so hold on. Let me do this real quick. Hopefully that will take care of the smudge. Sorry that you got to have the lens cleaned while we were on video. Anyway, so before we get into the video, I just want to remind everybody right now, through the 15th of this month, 25% off all purchases on my website, preppernurse1.com, on the Legacy Foods, and it's you just put in the code fall 2018, and that's right on the top of the website. You'll see that, and that's the discount will be taken off when you check out. So if you're interested and you want to look at getting some long-term food storage, you know, now would be the good time to do it. Okay, so just reminding everybody of that. So getting into today's video, we're going to talk about censorship a little bit. All right, so I'm going to give you a good example of it, and you know, and we can all kind of, you know, speculate of why these things are happening. So I did the video the other day of 10, you know, natural ways, remedies to cure, you know, pain. That video was demonetized, and I laughed because I'm like, really? They're trying to exert that much control that they would demonetize that video. Now they've given it back now, but what they do when they demonetize a video, what happens is they don't put it out there. So I'll get a lot less views on the video if it's been demonetized. So it's you know, obviously then the creator makes less money off that video. So it's very funny that certain keywords are definitely guaranteed to demonetize you. Okay, so I just thought, because of the fact that I was talking about something that's a positive thing, that it wouldn't be, but obviously it was. So, but that was, I thought that was kind of interesting. Does the pharmaceutical companies have a hand in what content goes out on YouTube? Who knows? But anyway, so like here's an example. Okay, if I put marijuana in the title of my video, I will guarantee you, no matter what positive, negative, whatever I'm saying about that topic, that video will be demonetized. Then they go in and then they'll review it and they might give it back to you. But as everybody knows, basically within the first 24 hours of your video going up, that's when you're going to get most of your views. And I'm talking, if you put that in the title, they will demonetize you within the first 50 views of your video. I mean, it's just the way it is. So that happens, but yeah, it's just, there's definitely, I think, a lot of censorship going on with YouTube, and you know, they have the different algorithms that are looking for things. So that's why I always try to be more creative with my titles if I'm talking about a subject matter that is going to make either people uncomfortable or, you know, put them, you know, under the crosshairs where they demonetize me. So that's, you know, and I'm curious, anybody out there that makes videos, if you also experience the same thing, because, you know, and I always ask for the review, and very rarely do they not give me the monetization back. I mean, there's been a couple videos, and I can't think of the video that I had done that they did that, but there was one video that I did recently that, and I say recently within the last couple of months, that they did not give me the monetization back for that video. And it was like, well, that was interesting, because I didn't think it was something that would be, that you wouldn't. Now, if there's like a disaster that goes on, a lot of times, like when the Paris thing happened, that would have been one example, when there was terrorist attack in Paris, and a lot of YouTubers were putting up videos about that. They demonetized that. They didn't want you to make any money off of, you know, tragedy and stuff like that, or giving your opinion of that whole situation. So it's actually quite interesting from that perspective of it. But so we're settling back into the routine of me being home, which has been very, very nice. My daughter's much more content that I am home. So my situation with my mom. So my mom is obviously living with me full time, but we have discussed it, and this winter she's going to spend the winter at my sister's. So she already she left yesterday. It's gotten to a point where it's pretty chilly for her in the camper. I know that our first year up here, we stayed in the camper until I think it was like November 1st. And I'm going to tell you what, by November 1st, it was freaking cold in that camper. And we didn't have the setup like we do now, where we're hooked up to the propane tanks or stuff like that. So, I mean, we had the little tanks in front, but we didn't have the big tank like we have now, which is actually hooked up to the camper. So, but she's going to winter with my sister, and then she will be back in the spring. You know, I'm sure she'll be over for visits in between then, of course. But so that's the game plan with Mom. We're going to see what we can do next year, and we're going to kind of go from there. But you know, time will tell. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so that is what's going on. So now that I'm back home, then hopefully I'm going to try to get some more things done around here and get things squared away. One of the things you know, that it's just trying to make forward progress, basically. This time of year, it's amazing. I went from complete and utter sunshine all day long out when I was out west, and to back to dreary overcast. It's like, yeah, welcome to fall in New York. But no, we have some beautiful days here in the fall. We really, truly do. One thing I want to talk about too, I was absolutely amazed traveling through California, some of the parts of Northern California that we were through, because we were, you know, up by San Francisco in that area. And there was some orchards that I went by that were just miles upon miles upon miles of fruit trees, and or nut trees. I think they were nuts. And but it was amazing. And I'm talking, you know, 7-8 miles of nothing but orchard after orchard after orchard, and a lot of them were new orchards that they had put in, and the water systems that they had out there for watering them and stuff like that. It was truly amazing to see. It was really cool. Actually saw cotton fields also out there, which I didn't expect to see that out in California. But it was amazing, and I'm just like, man, you know, I know that they had said if California was by itself agriculturally, I think they'd be the 8th largest exporter in the world, just by themselves. So I mean, I could see why. I know that, like, there was a lot of new orchards that they had put in, and I'm talking thousands upon thousands of trees. It was truly just, it was amazing to see, you know. And I sit here and I think about my little bit of an orchard that I've got started here at the homestead, and I go, man, it's in comparison, it is absolutely nothing. But you know, it's kind of neat to see the different parts of the country. You know, like I said, like I said, I did a bunch of videos, and I'm going to throw a bunch of those up for you guys so you can see them. But so I just mix them in with my daily videos. So you might have days where I put up 2 videos, and one of them's going to be from the trip. But I'm going to tell you what, it's, like I said, agriculturally, California was absolutely amazing. You know, for the most part, the people that we dealt with, other than San Francisco, to be honest with you, were fantastic. San Francisco was just a very bizarre place. It was not very comfortable. I didn't like it very much there, but you know, it is what it is. But Utah, absolutely amazing. The Grand Canyon, fantastic to see. To see it in person is very cool. You know, and you know, in Arizona is awesome as well, like I said. But you know, it was the name of that, Monument Valley, one of the places that we stopped, which was on an Indian reservation. Fantastic, absolutely beautiful, stunning. just some of the stuff that I've seen on this trip was just, it was fantastic. So, you know, and I've talked about taking the time out to stop and smell the roses. And I think that that's important for all of us, being preppers and wanting to live off grid and you know, whatever you're trying to accomplish. But just in life in general, to take that opportunity to go do something that you haven't done, that's pretty cool. So, that, you know, that's a big thing. So anyway, so I wanted, like I said, getting back on the topic at hand, I want your feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to think about the censorship issue that we are dealing with in this country. You know, we won't even gonna get into the media today and how it's completely one-sided as far as the news and the views, as far as that goes. But anyway, I'm going to jump off here from now because now it's starting to rain again, and it's a little chilly. When you go from 100 degrees down to 50 degrees, it's definitely a different feeling. So anyway, guys, listen, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself, okay? So I hope everybody's doing well. You know, enjoy your lives, guys, really. Prep, be ready. Very smart things to do. You know, a lot of stuff going on around the world, a lot of disasters. So being ready is very important, but also enjoy your lives at the same time, okay? I'll talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.